Welcome back to my Attack of the Radioactive Thing Easter egg tutorial playlist. Now that you have your chemical formula, you know which one is correct for you, we need to figure out our reaction number. So now the number that you're going to write down after we finish this sequence will be your reaction number. So what you want to do is you want to head over to Elvira in the room, in the TV station room, and there's a huge control board on the back side of this room, and you want to change the color. Change the color to the first color, which is red. And now what we're going to do is we're going to check each one of our color number locations to see if that number has been eliminated. Now, I've seen a lot of people on Reddit saying they're having problems with this step, or it's bugged, or it's not working. Just follow me and it will be done problem free. Now look up at your number, and if it still has the equal sign, then that means that number is still in play. So the 2 still has an equal sign, so the 2 is still in play. Once you figure out that the 2 is still in play, you have to check the 3 remaining numbers until you find a number where the equal sign has been crossed out. Once you come across a number that has been crossed out, then you need to eliminate that number from your 4 color numbers. Now the multiplier number will not change regardless of the color. That multiplier number will be what it has been. So head into the camper area and look on the white refrigerator through the window and see if the equal sign has been crossed out. Now you see my 15 still has the equal sign next to it, so that means that the 15 is still in play. Do not change the color until you find a color number where the equal sign has been crossed out. That is the key to these steps. A lot of people are changing the color for each number. Don't do it that way. The best way and the only way to do this successfully is to check each number location until you find the equal sign that has been crossed out. So now we're going to check the gas station door and see what this sign is. And you see here, the equal sign is crossed out, so that means that the 8 has been eliminated from my numbers. So the color number 8 is gone. Scratch it out. Once you find a number that has been crossed out in that color, you can immediately head back to the control room and change it to a different color. So I'm going to repeat myself so you guys understand exactly what you're doing. You're going to change the color, and you're going to check all 4 locations until you find a color number where the equal sign has been crossed out. Once you discover a number that has been crossed out, you want to change the color to a different color and eliminate that number from your list. Now I no longer have to check the 8 on the door at the gas station because it has been crossed out. That number means nothing to me. So now I have to check the number under the bridge, the number on the refrigerator, and the number above the sofa in the market. So we head to the bridge area, check the 2. The 2 still has an equal sign, so that means that the 2 is still in play. So what you want to do again is you want to head over to the camper area and jump through the window and look and see if the number on the refrigerator still has an equal sign or if it has been crossed out. If that number has been crossed out, or the equal sign rather has been crossed out, then that number will be eliminated for your color numbers. You're going to do this over and over for each color. There's only 3 colors, red, green, and blue, until you have eliminated 3 numbers. So jump through the window and see if it's been crossed out, and yes, you see it there. My 15 has been crossed out. I'm going to do a quick circle, the zombie's on my ass, and jump back through so you guys can see it again. The equal sign is crossed out, so 15 is dead for me. I crossed that off the list of my color numbers, and I immediately head back to the control room to change the color to the last and final color. And this right here does not determine what your color will be. This sequence will just show you what your reaction number is, not what your final color will be. So head back into the control room, change the color one last time to the final color, which is blue. And now we need to check the bridge location, and we need to check the number on the wall inside of the market. Now, by process of elimination, if I go to this 2 and this 2 is valid, then that means the 4 has to be invalid. So I check the 2 is good, which means that the 4 has to be the wrong number, which means my reaction number is 2. But just to show you guys exactly what I mean, I'm going to go ahead and head over to the location where the 4th color number was to show you guys that the 4 will be crossed out. But essentially, you only will have to check 3 numbers to make sure that those numbers have been crossed out or if it's still in play. If you come across the 3rd number and it's crossed out, then you know the 4th number has to be your number. But just to make sure, I'm going to show you guys that the 4 is now crossed out, eliminating that from my list of color numbers. So 2 is my reaction number. So once you found your reaction number, you want to write that thing down and put it separately. Don't put it together with your color numbers. Don't put it together with the numbers that we're about to do now. So you want to write down your final number as your reaction number. Now what we're going to do is we have our multiplier number. Our multiplier number, which is 8. So what you want to do is you want to take your reaction number and you want to multiply it by your multiplier number, which gives me 16, because 8 times 2 is 16. So now I have the number that I need to figure out what my color is. So you can change this back to full color, and on the TV next to Elvira, it'll show you a sequence. Greater than, in between, less than, greater than, less than, in between, or greater than. The top number, if it's less than 617, then your color is blue. If your number is in between those numbers, then your color is going to be red. If the number is greater than the number on the TV, then your color is going to be green. Now, since my number is 16, it's less than 17, my color is blue. And you can see the equation up in the window up here at the top of this control room in this TV station, that the number you need is your reaction number times your multiplier. And that'll give you your color. Now, once you have your color, you want to go where I'm going and take screenshots of all 6 of these boards showing you the chemical compound parts that you can pick up to craft your chemical. There's one location there. The second location we're going to head to is going to be over in the camper area. You want to head down the walkway in the camper area, turn right, and over by the fire pit area on the side, there'll be a camper there with a sign outside that shows you more chemical compounds. So you want to screenshot this as well. Make sure you remain in your appropriate color. Once you find out what your number is by multiplying your multiplier number times your reaction number, you'll see what color you have based on what the TV says, if your number is less than, or if it's in between, or if it's greater than. It's really simple when you do it the way that I'm doing it. Now you want to head down to the beach area and take a screenshot of this board here. And the next location is going to be outside of the market area. There's another location in the spawn. And the last and final location for the boards where we'll take screenshots will be in the garage itself. And since we've picked up the key, we can access the garage and we can take that final screenshot. So just remember to stay in your appropriate color and then go take screenshots of all of these boards around the map. I hate to repeat myself, but a lot of people have problems with this sequence. Just make sure that you change the color back to full color and then check the TV to see which color you have based on your reaction number times your multiplier number. And then change it back to the appropriate color and then go get those screenshots. Once you get the screenshots, you'll be good to go. You'll be set up. You'll be ready to build this compound one step closer to the boss fight. This step is extremely, extremely important. If you do this step wrong, then your chemical compounds that you craft will be incorrect. They will blow up in your face. You'll just be frustrated. And I did what I'm doing wrong. I'm following the steps. If you follow these steps step by step, run with me and do what I do. That's why I didn't edit or cut this video, so you guys can see exactly what you need to do and do it exactly the way that I'm doing it. Your numbers will be different, granted, but still, the sequence is the same. The process is the same. The 6th and the final area for the board that you need a screenshot is going to be inside the garage. So we have our key. Open the garage door, go inside, right on the left-hand side. You'll see it. take a screenshot, and you'll be good to go. You're ready. You're locked in. It's time to get these chemicals crafted. It's time to get closer to kicking this thing's ass. Well, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Leave your boy a like, man. And as usual, I will catch you guys on the next video.
What is it with this place and the color tune-ups?